Hi everyone, it's Tammy with the Frou-frou Studio, and we are here today to do another episode of I Saw It on Pinterest. So this week I have chosen a pen by Judith Horman, and it is a really grungy kind of, it looks to me like it's probably a journal topper or a journal cover that she has done using a kind of grungy photograph and several pieces of fabric and paper and cardboard, all kinds of different textury kind of pieces, which is what I love. So I'm going to do kind of a version of this. What I like in particular about this is she has gone in, even though I'm not a great sewer, but she has gone in and ran this through her sewing machine in several different ways. She's got a zigzag stitch all the way around, and then she's just done some random stitching, and I like the way that has given it some extra texture. And then she has also done some hand stitching down here with some thicker thread. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all together, grunge it up, and then I will pause the camera and go do the stitching stuff and then come back. So, she doesn't have like a website or anything listed attached to this. If you hit the view, it just brings up the picture again, and then of course does, more like this. So I couldn't find, any kind of source where you could go watch a video on this or anything like that. So we're just going to do the best we can by looking at the picture. And of course, as always, I'm going to use what I have and, create it that way. So I'm going to move that to the side. And I'm just taking a scrap piece of cardstock that has some overspray on it from where I sprayed some book page for this. But I just kind of wanted a base to kind of mount everything on until I can go and stitch it. So I have chosen this photo, which is by Sweet Pea Curiosities, and it is very similar to the one that she used, but not the same one. Like I said, without there being any kind of links or anything, I don't know where she got her photo, but this is the one I'm going to use. And then I've just got all kinds of little scrappy bits that we're going to glue down until we get the look that we're going for. So it's going to be kind of a, trial and error kind of thing. I like, and I'm going to, excuse me, start with book page. I'm going to be using the Scorched Timber mainly for this because I want it to be really dark and grungy. And I want to get this edge here where I tore this off. My plan is to use this in my kind of moody dark journal that I'm working on. I think it'll be perfect for that since it is going to be so grungy. And the pages in that journal are like the regular, 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper folded in half. So, okay, and here's my little cardboard piece that I kind of tore and prepared ahead of time. This also gives me a chance to use some of my vintage office little pieces that the hubby got me for my birthday. So I'm going to be using some of those. I've got, at the bottom of this piece, I've got one of the old hole reinforcers and an old brad that were in the packs. So that's going to go for sure on there. And then, what else do I have? I have this, which was also in the birthday stuff, and they called this photo mount tape. And it's kind of like bookbinding tape. You can tell it has glue on the back of it. And I just kind of ripped it to give it a ripped edge. And I'm going to put that on this side, I think. Just kind of like that. And I'm going to put some stuff underneath and some stuff on top. And then I have these kind of netty kind of pieces. And I also have some tarp from like a tarp that you put down when you're painting. So I'm going to put some of those. I'm going to put one at the top and one at the bottom, I think. And I'm going to leave it pretty stringy. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to put these little kind of netty pieces. Kind of around the corner. I think I want the brown on top. Okay. And then I made this little cluster here that's got an old Denison label. You two. Hey. Belle. Belle. They're going to start play fighting here now that I've started the video. Sorry. Belle. I may have to pause you here in a minute and run her out. And I'm going to put that down there in the corner. I'm sorry, guys. Like that. And then I have some just stringy pieces. She's like a child. Okay, and then I have another, I'm sorry, hold on a minute. Go. Sorry about that. I went and separated them and shut the door. She likes to try to get Lily to play with her, and Lily's older, and she just don't want no part of it. So she yips, because she's still, young, and she thinks that's gonna help her cause, and I think it just annoys Lily even more. Okay, so that's the general look of what we're going for. So let's see if we can get some things glued down so it makes more sense. All right, so we want this here. Okay, I'm going to use art glitter glue, I think, for most of this. So I hope everybody's having a good day. And if you're in the storm area, I hope you made it through that okay without much damage or loss. We didn't get this one. There's a cold front that kept it from coming this far this time. So we're still recovering from Helene, whatever her name was. Helene, I guess. Not me personally, our area was hit pretty hard, actually. Parts of our area. So everybody's working really hard to help those people out, help them get the assistance that they need. I think I want this underneath as well. And then I think I want this piece underneath. Is that on my underneath ones? I think it is. So I think I can put him down now. Okay, and then I'm going to put this label. No, then I need to put this first, because it's going on top. Okay, now I need to put this label on. Yep. Okay, now let's work on the bottom. So on the bottom, I want another piece of this. And I'm probably going to end up cutting some of this bottom off or tearing it off. So I think it's going to be too long, but we'll see when I'm done. Okay, and then this is going to go in this corner. No, it's going to be about right. I'm just going to have to do the top. So I want all the strings are sticking to me. I meant to put some strings up under that. All right, so I need to put some book page or something down here. Okay, I need to ink over that because it's there's too much white in between there. Okay, and then scorched timber on this little white edge. Okay, we're going with that. There, and then maybe this here. I need to cover all this white part. That's what I'm working on doing. All right, and then this is going to go here, so that part's going to be covered. All right, so I think we're good. So now we can put our little squiggly bits on. And I'm just trying to get them kind of tacked on since I'm going to be sewing. All right, and strings. See if I can get them up in here somewhere. This is probably already way too dry. We're gonna try. It would really help if they would stick to something besides my gluey fingers. Alright, that's driving me crazy. Let me see if I can get some of the glue off my fingers. Maybe we'll get it done. Okay. Much better. I think I'm going to hold off on gluing that on until I get my sewing done. So now I need to rip this. And this. And I want to take this little corner off. Alright, so now I'm going to put you on pause and I'm going to go to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew a zigzag stitch all the way around it, I hope. And then I'm just going to make some random sewing through here. And I will come back and we'll see what we got. Okay guys, I'm back and here is the finished piece. As you can see, I just did zigzag stitch all the way around, and I didn't care if it was straight, went off the page, whatever. I just kind of held it under there and let the sewing machine do whatever. And then I switched it over to a straight stitch, and I just randomly made stitches throughout, just here and there to kind of bring in some texture. And then I added 3 red hand stitched just X's because I felt like I needed one more spot of red. Since I had the red here and here, I wanted to add just another spot of red, so I did those there. And then the only other thing I did is I added some white splatters and glued on this piece. So overall, I'm quite pleased with it, and I think it'll be really cute in my journal. Let me get it here. Although my journal's probably, cute is probably the wrong term for this particular journal, because it is kind of dark academia kind of thing. But, oops, one of my pages got folded up here. Let's see if we can find one that's got some reds in it. You can see that it's got ravens, lots of ravens in it. I love ravens and crows. I think they're very interesting little animals. Let's look at this one. This one's kind of got some red tones, so maybe here. Yeah, I like that. So I could even make it a pocket and then make a tag or something to go down in there. So yeah, I like it there. I'm sure there's some other places that it could go as well. I've been making a fimber for this, but I haven't really put anything in here yet. See, it could go there as well. I like it there. So for this journal, I'm going to be kind of pairing these Sweet Pea Curiosity photos with these Raven digitals. Because I think they pair well together. And then these back pages are Louisa Heinzel's kit called Stitched, which is kind of like the back of an old quilt that's been kind of stained which I think is really interesting. Like, here's one of the journal cards that I did with the sweet pea. And then I'm also using these vintage quilt digitals because the colors, I think, go really well. So yeah, that it would have gone really well with that one too, with the bread. So yeah, I think breads are gonna go well with it. And if you don't like ravens or crows, you probably won't like this journal. I mean, I call it dark academia, and it is. But it's not creepy. I don't think it's going to be creepy unless you think the birds are creepy. Then, yeah, it might be creepy. But that is my video for today. And I will see you guys back on Saturday. I have several journals going right now. And so I'm not sure which one will be going on Saturday, but I have this one. I am doing a Asian journal, which I have a really cool digital kit for. So we might be working in that one. I don't know. We'll just I'll have to see what mood hits me on Saturday, and whatever that is what we'll be working on. So I hope you'll come back and join me on Saturday, and we will see what we can get into then. So until then, everybody have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.